Well, today, if you turn to your first presentation outline, we will go to the book called Metaskills. And if you'll turn to that, we have a presentation outline for Metaskills. And this book is a tremendous book. It has been on many bestseller lists for a number of months. And I want you all to know that you look at the subtitle here. This is not about robotics. This is about skills you have to survive in a robotic age. So this is how you cope with and how you engage in the robotic era called Metaskills. And it is a wonderful book. It is full of details, practical advice. And I want to tell you at the beginning, as I do sometimes with books like this is not light reading. This is not a book you can get in a recliner, pop open a beer, watch a game, and understand it. Okay, this is a book you need to concentrate on, but it doesn't mean it's not worthwhile. We start off with some key quotes from the book. As researchers are quick to point out, it's precisely these hard-to-measure areas of intelligence that make for great leaders and successful human beings. Therefore, we shouldn't be surprised if we've created a society of oddly unimaginative and uncultured people. As educational activist Ken Robinson put it, complaining that graduates aren't creative is like saying, I bought a bus and it sank. Number 10, this higher level understanding is the realm of metacognitive skills, or metaskills for short. They act more like guiding principles than specific steps, so they can be transferred from one situation to another without losing their effectiveness. Metaskills determine the how-to, not the what-to. They form the basis of what Americans call know-how. And then finally, number 12, metaskills have a superpower. They can be reflexive. Reflexivity allows you to apply a metaskill to itself, not just to other skills, therefore multiplying the effect. While the ability to learn is powerful, the ability to learn how to learn is unstoppable. Y'all, and that is really critical, because years ago, Peter Senge said, the only ability that we have to really perpetuate ourselves in organizations is the ability to learn. And he's right. But have you ever thought about learning how to learn? See, that's the next level. And you don't learn very well if you don't know how to learn. And that's what a lot of this book is about, and very interesting about that. Go to page 3. This is the premise of the book. And you can see it says, help, a robot ate my job. If you haven't heard this complaint yet, you will. Today's widespread unemployment is not a jobs crisis, it's a talent crisis. Technology is taking every job that doesn't need a high degree of creativity, humanity, or leadership. The solution? We must stay on top of the robot curve, a constant waterfall of obsolescence and opportunity fed by competition and innovation. And that is the only way we'll be able to move forward with success. So what you look at here several times in the book is, and I really believe if you were to interview him, he would talk about that how we teach people is outdated. It is not going to be sufficient for a robotic age. Now, the key part of this book is on page 5, and this is called the robot curve. And y'all, the key point from all of this is that the jobs and the catalyst for what people do is at the top of the curve. It's where creative work is done. And as you go down the curve, things become automated, mechanized, lower pay, lower value, and so forth. The value and cost of work decreases as mechanization increases. And this will be out. What he talks about is the industrial brain is obsolete. Educating people in a streamlined way who excel in measurable areas of intelligence is at the expense of creativity. Therefore, we shouldn't be surprised if we've created a society of oddly unimaginative and uncultured people. And what he indicts you all here is streamlined education, where you are working on things that are measurable, but it comes at the expense of hard-to-measure creativity, interpersonal abilities, emotional maturity, and resilience. And what he says is, as researchers are quick to point out, it's those hard-to-measure areas of intelligence that make for great leaders and successful human beings. Y'all, it is a very provocative book, and one that has a lot of implications for not what we do in education and training, but actually how we approach the jobs that we do. This book is not about robotics. It's about the skills that we need to survive in that age. And I hope that really got you thinking about where you are and where we're going and what we're doing. And I hope you enjoyed that synopsis of Metaskills.